Yeah, in this video we'll see some other general details like expenses, the reports, all we can see here. So for the expenses, see, this is the option expenses. See, there is two option is there, expenses and expenses pay later. So the difference is, see, some expenses uh, you can enter in the system once the expenses occurred, but maybe you are paying you are paying for that expense maybe later, not on the same time. So in that case, that type of expenses you can enter here, and the expenses you already paid, this you can enter here. So expenses like your daily expenses like refreshments and some purchases, then the salary, all you can enter here. So just open this one, expenses. So there will be an ID. This is the system generated ID. So no need to change anything. The ID will come automatically, and here you can put the expense date, and here you will get the list of the expenses. So these are the predefined expenses. There is many expenses there: electricity and water, immigration expenses, general purchases, office expenses, salary, shop rent, taxi expenses, telephone and internet. So all expenses you can add, the list will come here, and if any expenses head it is not in this list, you can create in financial. Just go to financial and go to chart of account. Then you, from here account group, you select direct expenses, and the ID will come automatically. Here you can put if you want to create the ledger for the expense head for salary, okay, you can put salary, like a salary Ravi, okay, and the trial balance group, it will come under expenses, and the P&L account, it will come under employees benefits, and balance sheet group, it is none. Okay, then you can click update. So like this you can create the chart of the expense head for each expenses in ledger master. It will be in as financial chart of account. So once you create the account here, you can just close and open again. So the new expense head, it will come here. So you can see here salary Ravi. Okay, now here you can put the description. Okay, salary of Ravi for January 2022 paid. Okay, and the supplier and provider means, see, if the expenses is from any outside expenses, like you purchase some material or you purchase something from outside, so here you can mention from which supplier you purchase that items. So in this case, this internal expenses, we are paying the salary to the employee. So in the supplier and provider, no need to do anything, and the project number, job number, this all we can leave it, and bill number also we can leave it because it's internal expenses. But if it is an external expenses, like as I told, you are purchased something from outside, so you will get the invoice, so you can put the invoice number here. Now if it is related to the vehicle, the expense is related to vehicle, like your vehicle oil change or fuel expense, or maybe any maintenance, there you can mention your vehicle number here. And kilometer reading means, see, if it is related to vehicle, we can enter the odo reading when you are doing the like maintenance, or you are putting the fuel, so you can put the reading, kilometer reading. This is all not mandatory. Okay, the mandatory field is here. You have to choose the expense head. Here don't enter manually. In this area don't enter manually, you should choose from this list. Okay, if it is not in this list, you have to create in financial chart of account. Okay, here no, don't enter manually. Okay, here you have to put the description, and the bill number also not mandatory, but if there is no bill number, you can put 0. Okay, and here you can put the amount. Now you don't have the tax amount, means you don't have TRN. So it will be no tax. Okay. Then you can put the amount here, like so for example, when you are purchasing or if, any expenses from outside, maybe that company having tax, so you will get the invoice including the tax. So suppose uh, any expenses is including tax, maybe 10.50, so you can put 10.50 here. Okay, so it will automatically come in the taxable amount, this 10.50. Okay, now we are talking about the salary. So now I'm giving the salary maybe 2000. Okay, now provider TRN means if it is a taxable company, so we can put the TRN number. So in this case we don't have TRN, so no need to do anything, just press enter key. Okay, after yeah, here you have to put if there is no bill number, just put 0, then press enter key. So it will come in the list. Okay, now you can pay the money. Correct. For example, this is salary, 2000 salary we are paying. So you can mention that how you paid, like cash or check or multi-check or direct bank or credit card. Okay, now so for example we are paying by cash. Okay, you can choose cash and you can choose from which cash. So main cash account means your daily sales cash, and petty cash means maybe you are keeping some amount for expenses, you can take from that one. Or if it is a bank transfer, okay, you can put direct bank, and from here you can choose the your bank name. Now your bank name is not in this list, then you have to go here, financial and chart of account, then you have to create your bank account. Okay, here there is option bank account, here you can put like DIB. You can put the account number also if you want. Okay, and the trial balance group will be bank account, and P&L group none, and the BS group cash and bank balance, and update. Okay, so when you come to here, this direct bank, now it will come DIB. Okay, you can put DIB, and you can give the reference or something details here, and you can update. So it will deduct the money from your bank, and it will show as a expense in your statement. So you paid the salary to the employee. Now we are entering a normal expense. Again, expenses. Here I am putting like telephone and internet description. Internet bill paid. Okay, supplier and provider you can put here do. So there is no project number, your job number. Now bill number maybe this one, like this. Okay, and here no tax, we don't have tax though, so that's why we put here no tax. Here you can put the total amount including tax. Okay, 250, then enter, it will come here. Now the same day you have any other expenses, you can also add that expenses if you are paying from cash, both the expenses. Okay, now electricity and water. Electricity paid, this is FIVA, bill number so and so. Okay, 500. Now two expenses. Now two expenses I am paying by cash. Okay, I put cash, I take cash from the main sales cash. Okay, then update. So that expenses added. Now this here same like sales, you can see the expenses like this back, you can see here. If you want to remove any expenses, you can delete here also. So this is the ID, so if you put the ID and press enter, the details will come, you can delete. Okay, or you can go by like this, next and previous. Okay, now we will talk about the expenses pay later, means expenses you want to enter now, but you are paying later. So go here, here you can put here like FIVA, project number no, job number no, reference number is the bill number. Okay, now description February 2020 bill for FIVA. Now when we receive the bill, we are just entering the bill details inside the system, and once we are paying, we are paying later. Okay, now we are just entering the invoices inside the system, so you will have a record of the expenses, but we are paying later. Okay, now here there is option, we can choose the ledger, like the expense ledger. When you click here, you will have all the expenses or all the accounts details. You can put here electricity and water like this. You can choose, or you can choose from here also. Okay, then no tax. Here you can put the amount. Now amount paid. Now we are not paying. Okay, I put 0, then save. Okay, and same like other expense screen. Here also you can see like this. Now this expense I'm going to pay. Now FEVA bill I already ended, maybe in the month end I'm paying. So when you are paying, you can go to financial, then expense settlement. Now here you put FIVA. Okay, now FIVA bill, it will come here. Same like customer settlement, you can put the amount here, how much you are paying, and you can flag here. Okay, then you can put the date, and you can choose how you paid, like cash or check or credit card or bank transfer, whatever you can choose. Okay, from if it is cash, it will ask you that from which cash you are paying, the main sales cash or petty cash or whatever. Okay, so the cash account you can create in the financial, because see we have main cash, petty cash. Maybe you have another cash account, you can create cash with owner or something, you can create one cash account and it will come here. So I'm just selecting the main cash, then update. Okay, so it will reduce the amount of that bill. Okay, and the reports you can get from here, reports, the expense reports. So you can choose the date, from which date to which date you want to see the expenses. You can put the date and you can click on print. So it will show all the expenses in each group. Okay, activity expenses, bad apps, credit card commission, electricity and water, immigration expenses, office expenses, and here you can go to the second page like that. Okay, this is all the expenses is coming. Now if you want to see a particular expenses only, in that case you can click here, like, and I need to see only the electricity and water. Okay, you can just select, click on print, so you can see only the electricity and water expenses. Okay, so this way you can get the sales expenses reports. And these reports you can get the sales, your daily sales and your purchases. Like if you want to do the purchases separately, you are not entering in expenses, you can keep you can put the expenses in the general purchase also. Like you can create a supplier, and under that supplier you can make the invoices. So you will have a separate record for that. Okay. Then the financial, we have the expenses settlement and view expenses payment vouchers. Means whatever the payments we given for the expenses, later expenses, you can see that all that entry here. And your bank entries, like see today you have received this much amount from your sales, and you are going to put that sales amount to your bank. So in that case you can use this bank or cash entry. So we can put the date, and from account will be from your main cash account. Okay, yeah, that is your sales cash to your bank. So you can choose to which bank you want to deposit. Okay, description you can put here, collection of 20 deposited in bank. You can put the deposit slip number or reference number. Here you can put how much you deposited in the bank. Click save. Now the reports you can see here in financial, bank or cash statement. You can choose the bank account. You can choose to which bank, okay, from which date to which date, with opening balance or without opening balance also you can see. So this is a statement of account for that bank. And even the cash account also you can check here, cash account. You can choose which cash, main cash account. When you click here, here you will get how much cash you received on that account. Okay, so this is the second type of details you'll get in the software.